Hello and welcome to this tutorial on drug and drug use today. So in this topic we will discuss about drug use today and their prevalence uh, and we will discuss some charts and trends in this topic, especially the charts and trends of the drug use in today and if you go back 30 years before. So first of all, it is difficult to estimate the prevalence or how much any drug such as cocaine is imported or sold in the United States or anywhere in the world. For something such as prescription drugs or tobacco or alcohol, we have the wealth of sale of information and we can make better estimate of rate of use. But for illegal drugs, it is difficult to find out the prevalence. Table 1 presents the data from one of the best and most complete research programs of this type, known as the Monitoring the Future Project at University of Michigan, and the data are collected each year from more than 15,000 high school seniors in schools across the United States so that national-wide trend can be assessed. The data also gathered from 8th and 10th graders and from the college students. The result findings suggest that most of the college students have tried alcohol at some time in their life. Half have tried marijuana, and the most students report never have tried the rest of the drug. If we see this chart and take a look on it, we found over 80% of users have taken alcohol at some time in their lives, and about two-thirds reported drinking within the month prior to survey. The difference between those figures include some who might try to drink at one time but never plan to drink again. But there is a high big drop in numbers down to 4%. If you see that around 4% or so who reported daily drinking. So if you compare this table, you found that most of the people have used or drink alcohol. Maybe some people have drink uh, once in their life and they never tried again. Some people have used once a year on some occasions like New Year's or birthday parties. But you can see the percentage dropped down to around 4%, and they are the most frequent users who report to drink on either on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis once or on the weekends. If we take a look on other drugs like amphetamines, hallucinogens, cocaine, we found a significant decrease in the percentage from 81% to, you can see, 14%, 8%, and 5% respectively. And you can see a significant drop of the daily use for the past 30 days. So it means that the drug use varies from, you can see that from alcohol or cigarette use to the hard drugs. We can say that in simple terms, the hard drugs like amphetamines or hallucinogens or cocaine. Now, next slide is when we talk about the trend of the drug use. We found interesting results in figure 1.1, and it's showing you the results on the marijuana use among the 12th grader. In 1975, if you see, the, the results start from 1975 till 2012. We found that Just under 30% of high school seniors reported that they have used marijuana in the past 30 days. Only 30% people have been used. In 1976, if you see this graph and you found this, and it significantly increased to 40% and then just drop with the passage of years from 1976. It increased to 1978 and then drops till 1992. So over the next 13 years, from 1979 to 1992, marijuana use declined steadily, so that by 1992 only 12% of 12th graders reported current use. Then that trend has been reversed, with the rate of current use climbing back to 24% by 1997. You see the trend here, it increased to 24%. Then changes over the past 15 years have been very small. With the 2012, it is right now at 23%. How can we explain then these very large changes in the rate of marijuana use over a time? Why there is a difference that it will be very high, 30% in 1976, then it dropped to 12%, and then it again become increased to 24%. So the answer, it could be because of the availability of the drug. There is another line on figure 1.1 labeled the risk. You see the risk. In 1975, about 40% of 12th graders rated the risk of harm from regular marijuana use. You can see this, the risk, and you find that in 1976, the risk of user is around 40%. Let me clear this picture and I will explain it. Yeah, if we see again this picture again, and we see in 1973, the people know about the risk of user is around 40%. And then if you see, if you compare with the risk go down, and if you see in 1978, the risk is down, but the use at that time is at high. And if you go again to see that the trend that the risk is become, people know more about the risk, and with the increase of the risk, that people know that the use of the marijuana can lead to the dependence or addiction or multiple side effects. The more people aware of the risk, the lesser of the use. And if you see in this case, if the risk is low, then people are using it more. So this trend is very prominent if you see the trend of the drug use. So it means that there is a connection of very close relationship between the use of the drug and then the risk. Then we have another figure which showing you the marijuana use among the person aged between 12 to 25 from 1971 to 2012. And we found that the use of the marijuana will be very high in age between 18 to 25, whereas it is be lesser use in between 12 to 17, which will be quite evident that from age 12 to age 17, and the children's, they are not grown up, so they are not aware of the marijuana availability, or maybe because of the parental control they are not taking it. But as the age grows, or as they grow, the age from 18 to 25, they are the major users of marijuana. Then we have another picture of trend of reported drug use from the past 30 years from a young adult aged 18 to 25. And we found very significantly that what drugs or substances people are using from 1976 to 2012. So it is very commonly, it is evident that the alcohol use will be high, along with then marijuana use and then cocaine. So alcohol will be on number one, then number two is marijuana, and then the last will be the use of the cocaine. So thank you so much for today's lecture. Hope to see you again. Thank you.